When God ends a relationship, it doesn't always feel spiritual. Sometimes it feels like your entire future just collapsed. You didn't just lose a person, you lost the life you imagined with them, the late night conversations, the plans, the emotional safety you thought would last forever. And that's why some breakups don't feel like heartbreak. They feel like withdrawal, because you're not only losing someone, you're losing the version of yourself that believed this was permanent. Nobody talks about this part. When God removes someone from your life, it rarely feels peaceful in the beginning. It feels confusing. You pray harder. You overthink harder. You replay conversations in your head, trying to find the exact moment everything changed. But deep down, you're not just fighting for them. You're fighting for certainty, for emotional security, for the identity you built inside that relationship. And that's why letting go feels impossible. Not because they were perfect, but because attachment can make pain look like love. Think about it. How many people stay emotionally connected to someone who constantly gives mixed signals? Close one day, cold the next, just enough affection to keep hope alive, but never enough consistency to give you peace. And somehow, you convince yourself that's love. But humans don't only get attached to people. We get attached to emotional patterns, to validation, to unfinished stories. Sometimes you're not grieving the person, you're grieving the future you hoped they would become. And once you realize that, everything changes. Because when God ends a relationship you thought would last forever, the first emotion is usually resistance. You question yourself. You question the timing. Sometimes you even question God. But later, you begin to notice something uncomfortable. You were never truly at peace in that relationship. You were anxious, overanalyzing messages, waiting for reassurance, trying to earn emotional closeness. And slowly, you realize something powerful. Real love was never supposed to feel like constant fear. It was supposed to feel safe. And maybe that ending wasn't punishment. Maybe it was protection. Protection from emotional instability. Protection from shrinking yourself just to keep someone close. Protection from confusing loneliness with loyalty. Because not every relationship that feels intense is meant to last. And not every ending is a tragedy. Some endings are interruptions, the kind that break your heart in the moment, but save you from years of confusion you would have mistaken for destiny. So if you're struggling to let go of someone you thought was forever, ask yourself one question. Were you truly loved, or were you emotionally surviving on hope? Because those two things can feel dangerously similar until the relationship ends and you finally see the difference.